Have you ever stood in the grocery aisle, completely confused about which oil to buy? 1 minute, coconut oil is the hero. The next, it's the villain. For decades, we were told to fear fat, to choose low-fat everything. Now, high-fat diets are all the rage. It's enough to make your head spin. What if I told you the real secret isn't about avoiding fat, but understanding it? Welcome to The Better Habit, where we explore health and nutrition in a way that's realistic, sustainable, and actually works for your life. Today, we're cutting through the noise and talking about fat, the good, the bad, and the misunderstood. By the end of this video, you'll feel confident about the fats you eat, without the fear or the confusion. Let's start with a simple truth. Your body needs fat. It's not the enemy. Fat is a crucial source of energy. It helps you absorb certain vitamins, it builds cell membranes, and it's essential for producing hormones. The problem isn't fat itself, but the type of fat and the overall balance of your diet. Think of fats like different tools in a toolbox. You have saturated fats, unsaturated fats, which include monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, and then you have the one to truly avoid, artificial trans fats. Let's start with the one that gets the worst reputation. Saturated fat. This is the fat found in things like butter, cheese, red meat, and coconut oil. For years, we were told that saturated fat was the direct cause of heart disease. The story was that it raised our LDL cholesterol, often called bad cholesterol, which then clogged our arteries. This led to the whole low-fat craze of the 80s and 90s, where we replaced fats with sugar and refined carbs. And honestly, that didn't really work out for our health. Recent, more nuanced science shows the picture is more complicated. While it's true that high intakes of saturated fat can raise LDL cholesterol for some people, the link to heart disease isn't as direct as we once thought. The context matters. A diet high in saturated fat from processed foods, like fast food burgers and pastries, is very different from a diet that includes moderate amounts from whole foods like full-fat yogurt or a small piece of dark chocolate. The foods you eat with the saturated fat make a huge difference. Swapping butter for refined carbohydrates and sugar isn't a health upgrade, but swapping it for unsaturated fats? Now we're talking. So the new thinking isn't to eliminate saturated fat completely, but to be mindful of the source and quantity, focusing on whole foods first. Now let's move on to the hero of the Mediterranean diet, monounsaturated fats. You'll find these in foods like olive oil, avocados, nuts like almonds and cashews, and seeds. This is the fat that everyone seems to agree on, and for good reason. Monounsaturated fats are famous for their heart protective benefits. They can help lower that LDL bad cholesterol and even increase HDL, the good cholesterol that helps clear plaque from your arteries. Think about olive oil. It's more than just a fat. It's packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. This is why a diet rich in these fats is consistently linked to better heart health, lower inflammation, and overall longevity. It's not just about what this fat does, but also about the healthy foods it comes packaged in. When you're eating more avocados and nuts, you're also getting fiber, vitamins, and minerals. It's a total package deal for your health. So we have saturated fats, which are not necessarily a villain but need to be handled with care, and monounsaturated fats, which are pretty much a health superstar. There's another category of unsaturated fats called polyunsaturated fats, which include omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. These are also essential, found in things like fatty fish, walnuts, and flax seeds. We need a good balance of both, and we'll dive deeper into those in another video because they deserve their own spotlight. But today, I really want to focus on the one type of fat that has no redeeming qualities: artificial trans fat. This is the truly ugly side of fat. These fats are created through an industrial process called hydrogenation, which turns liquid vegetable oils into solid fats. This was done to increase shelf life and improve the texture of processed foods. You used to find them everywhere in margarine, packaged baked goods, fried foods, and coffee creamers. The evidence against artificial trans fats is overwhelming and clear. They raise your bad LDL cholesterol while simultaneously lowering your good HDL cholesterol. They increase inflammation and are strongly linked to heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. They are so unequivocally bad for us that many countries, including the US, have banned them from the food supply. While they're mostly gone, they can still linger in some imported or older products. The takeaway here is simple. Read labels and avoid anything that lists partially hydrogenated oil in the ingredients. This is the one fat you truly want to eliminate. So let's bring this all together. We went from fearing all fat to embracing some fats, to understanding that the type and source of fat are what really matter. The battle isn't really butter versus olive oil. It's about the bigger picture, a pattern of eating that prioritizes whole, unprocessed foods. A little butter on your whole grain toast is not going to ruin your health. But if your diet is centered around processed meats, fried foods, and sugary pastries, then the type of fat is just one part of a larger problem. Conversely, a diet rich in olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fish isn't just about the healthy fats. It's about the entire healthy eating pattern that comes with it. It's about shifting your focus from low fat to right fat. Instead of fearing fat, let's focus on adding more of the good stuff. This brings us to our actionable takeaway. We're not going to overhaul your entire kitchen. We're going to start with one simple, powerful habit. Here's your experiment for this week. Make one healthy fat swap. Just one. You don't need to change everything at once. Maybe usually cook your eggs in butter. This week, try cooking them in a splash of olive oil or avocado oil. Or, if you usually snack on chips, try swapping them for a small handful of almonds or walnuts. If you use creamy, store-bought salad dressing, try a simple vinaigrette made with extra virgin olive oil and lemon juice. The goal here is not perfection, it's progress. It's about making a small, conscious choice to invite more of these beneficial, health-promoting fats into your life. See how it feels. Notice if you feel more satisfied after your meal. This isn't a rule, it's an experiment. You are the scientist of your own body, and this is just one small data point you're collecting on your journey to feeling better. Building healthy habits is about small, sustainable steps that compound over time, not drastic, stressful changes. By focusing on adding good things in, the less healthy things often fall away naturally, without feeling like you're depriving yourself. If this helped clear up some of the confusion around fats for you, a like on the video would be amazing. Share it with a friend who might be stuck in that low-fat mindset. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite healthy fat, or what's one swap you're going to try this week? Be sure to subscribe to The Better Habit for more simple, science-backed ways to feel better every single day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.